Hello friends, welcome to my lecture on electrohydraulics. Uh, this is the given sequence which we are going to try today. Okay, there are two cylinders A and B as shown here. The sequences which are going to be tried are like this: A plus B plus A minus B minus, and the second sequence will be A plus B plus and AB retracting together, that is AB minus. Okay, so these will be actuated by relays K1 and K2. Okay, so A plus and B plus will be actuated by K1, A minus B minus will be actuated by K2. Okay, similarly here in this case, A plus and B plus will be actuated by K2 and AB minus will be actuated by K2. Sorry, A plus and B plus by K1 and AB minus by K2. Okay, so these two cylinders configurations are already made here. Okay, for your information, we have double acting cylinder with this cylinder rod positions. Okay, retracted and expanded positions. Similarly, S1, S2 and S3, S4 for this cylinder. We have chosen 4x2 DCV, which is solenoid actuated, and we have named the solenoids Y1, Y2 and Y3, Y4 accordingly. So we also need pump and a tank for closing these terminals. Here you can have either you can even have one power pack and combine it to both. That arrangement is also possible, but to utilize the space I have chosen this simple pump and tank. Okay, now what we need to have is we need to have a electrohydraulic circuit, for which we need 24 volts and 0 volts, two lines. Okay, so in electrohydraulics what we need is electrical components like relays, solenoids and switches, which are either normally open and normally closed. So we'll start developing the logic. Okay, so first let us draw the lines, power lines, which are 24 volts and yeah, here it is, you have 24 volts. So you drag these symbols from the fluid sim hydraulics, then you have to just simply rotate this by no, this is not the right symbol, just one moment. Yeah, this one is 24 volts. Okay, and you take one more here on this side, and this you can rotate appropriately, and now you connect these lines. So this is your first 24 volts line. You can align this using this icon also. Right, now you need 0 volts line, so let's take a 0 volt line. Similarly, you rotate this line through 180 degrees and then connect this and align. Okay, now you are ready with 24 volts and 0 volt line. The power will flow from this line to this line, and in between we have to have the logic. Okay, so for operating this sequences, what we need is you need switches, relays and solenoids. So let's start. Where are the switches? Yeah, here are the switches. First, this is the push button or the switch, main switch. Okay, and if you see A plus B plus A minus B minus, B minus is the last sequence. So when B minus happens, what is the condition? S3 is getting true. Okay, so you need one roller switch here, because these limit switches are roller type of switches. So connect this here. This is to 24 volts line, and you need one relay here, that is relay K1 for operating the first two sequences, right? So this is okay. So this is your first input line, And see, as you can see, this, as we have seen, this button is nothing but this is a roller switch, which is that S3. Okay, so when B minus or S3 is achieved, you have A plus. So this is the first condition. So with this you are achieving A plus, right? Now what is happening here? K1 is giving you A plus, because this when this is energized, it will actuate solenoid Y1 and will give you A plus, right? So but after that what happens? If you are releasing this switch, there is no power in the line. So K1 has to be in a maintained state of energized state. So for that purpose, a procedure known as latching is used. So for that purpose, what is that? You have to choose one simple make switch here, which will be, of course, the latching, and you also need one break switch here. So this is one more break switch we have chosen, and now you connect this line here. Okay, what you can do is this break switch, you can have it here below this. Okay, this is, as I said, K1. Okay, and this you have to name K2, right? So this K1 normally open and K2 normally closed. These two switches are required. See, this basically K1 and K2 stand for relay. So when this is the relay K1. So when you push this button, there is a power coming from this line and K1 is getting energized. Okay, so what is the function of relay? This relay, it will open the normally closed switches and close normally open switches. So here K1 is open, so it will close this and the power will start coming from this line continuously. That is, a maintained state is possible with the help of this latching arrangement. Okay, so this K2 you can have here also, as I told earlier, below this K1, right? So this is your first input line, which will give you A plus, that is Y1 is energized and you will have A plus. So let's draw the corresponding output line for this. So for which you will need one switch here, normally open switch, and you will need one solenoid. Okay, so let's connect these to the power lines. Okay, so this is so this is the first output line. So how this is functioning? K1, which is the first relay, is going to energize the solenoid valve Y1, correct? So this is how you got one output line corresponding to this input line. Okay, so here what the latching does is, in the next line you will have K2 energized, and when the K2 is energized in the next line, this K2 which is closed will open. So this line will become closed. That is how the latching happens, and power transfer from one line to the subsequent line. Okay, so now we need one more such or else let us do it. In the second input line, you don't need this switch, so instead you take one simple normally open switch, and then you take one you'll need one relay. Okay, you will need one, the similar arrangement we need to have here, like we have had in the first input line, line. Then you need one more switch here. This is a roller switch again, so let's connect this. And then this, and also to the relay. Okay, so now we are done with so now let's connect these lines again. Okay, so this is the second output line, as I was mentioning. Now you take you will need one more here, open switch, normally open switch, which will act as relay. Okay, now this is latching process again. This will be in this case your previous relay, which will remain activated. Now this is your second relay, which will actuate the second group. Okay, so this is K2 again. Okay, and this is the switch after A plus and B plus, so that is A minus and B minus are going to be delivered by K2. So what is happening after B plus? S4 is getting true, so this will be your S4, right? And this is of course roller switch S4. And now let us keep this, we'll name this switch once we complete the output line. Okay, so this was the output line for A plus. Now similarly you have to have output line for B plus. So let's take one switch, simple switch, and also one solenoid which will actuate B plus. So B plus is, as you can see, actuated by solenoid Y3. But what is happening after A plus, S2 is getting true, and only after S2 gets true you have Y3 actuated. So you need one more switch here, roller switch in between, which you can name as S2. Okay, and this solenoid is of course Y3. Okay, and this is what? Relay K1. So this is your second output line. Okay, This is your second output line. Okay, K1 is energizing again B plus, but when A plus has happened, that is S2 is true, so this condition will come in between. You will have B plus, right? Now, what is the next output line? Because we have already used two relays for actuating the groups. Okay, now here we have to go on producing the output lines. The third output line will be for A minus. Okay, so what you need is, you need one simple normally open switch and one solenoid valve. Okay, so this is as mentioned, A minus will be delivered by relay K2, right? And this solenoid is which one? The Y2. Okay. K2 is energizing solenoid valve Y2, therefore you are getting A minus, right? So go for the next output line. So you have chosen one. You need one more condition here and one solenoid valve. Okay, this is the last sequence to be achieved. So let's connect these lines to the power line, these points to the power line. Okay, so this is again K2. Okay, and this solenoid is which one? Y4, because Y4 will give you B minus, correct? Right? But for B minus, what is the condition, necessary condition? A minus must have happened. So when A minus happens, S1 is getting true. So this condition is nothing but your S1. So this is the logic circuit. Now here you have to see that after K1 is energized, de-energized, K2 gets actuated. Okay, so here what K2 does is, K2 is giving you A minus and B minus. Okay, so after A minus and B minus, what is happening? S3 is getting true again. So this is, you have to name as roller switch, and it has to be S3 only. So this to de-energize K2 we have used S3 here. Okay, so after S3 both the pistons are in retracted position, therefore the K2 also is getting de-energized. Okay, so this is how the circuit is now complete. Now let's try to simulate it and see if it is correct. If you press this switch, you should get the sequence. So let's try. Yes, so this is giving you the proper sequence. So this was about the first group, this first sequence we have tried. And now if you want to try this second sequence, that is you want to retract A, B minus together. So what changes you need to do? It is very simple. So these two you have to combine actually. So what you can do is, this portion you can remove. Okay, and here it needs a small change actually. Here see, after A plus and B plus, that is when S4 is true, you have AB minus, correct? So one roller switch S4 we have to introduce here or add here. And this you have to connect here. Okay, so this is S4 roller switch. Okay, so after K1 gives you A plus B plus, K2 will give you AB minus together, provided S4 is achieved, that is A plus B plus. When this S4 is achieved, it will give you AB minus. Okay, so let's try this sequence now. What we have done is we have made a single K2 line with this condition in between, which will actuate solenoids Y2 and Y4 for AB minus together. Okay. There is some error it is showing, so let's rectify that error. Yeah, now let's try to simulate this. Yeah, A plus, B plus, AB minus. That's it. Okay, so this is how you can try different sequences. You can have A plus, B plus. You can have 3 cylinders. Okay, and you can have various combinations of sequences through these different logics. Okay, so this is how the electro hydraulics systems work. Thank you.